Hello and welcome to Raju Notes channel, your pit stop for weekly current affairs updates. The updates tailor-made for students taking all kinds of competitive exams like UPSC, civils, defense and placement interviews. Please subscribe to the channel and stay updated every Sunday. The Tribhuvan Sahakari University Bill was introduced in Lok Sabha this week. The bill seeks to establish the Institute of Rural Management Anand as university to be known as Tribhuvan Sahakari University and to declare it as an institution of national importance. The institution will impart technical and management education and training in cooperative sectors, promote cooperative research and development, and attain standards of global excellence to realize the vision of Sahakar's Se Samriddhi. It will also strengthen the cooperative movement in the country throughout a network of institutions and declare the institute as one of the schools of university. Union Minister of State for Cooperation Krishan Pal Gujjar introduced the bill. Indian American vocalist and entrepreneur Chandrika Tandon has won the Grammy Award for the album Triveni in the Best New Age Ambient or Chant Album category. The 67th annual Grammy Award kicked off at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles this week. Celebrating the music and resilience, Prime Minister Modi congratulated musician Chandrika Tandon on the winning of Grammy Awards for her album Triveni. In a social media, Mr. Modi commented Ms. Tandon's passion towards Indian culture and accomplishments as an entrepreneur, philanthropist, and a musician. The Prime Minister also called the musician an inspiration for several people. Local media outlets in Maldives have reported widely on the increase in the budgetary allocations to the archipelago nation. India has raised its aid to the Maldives by 50% compared to the previous financial year, with this allocation included in the budget for the new fiscal year. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented the budget in the Parliament on 1st of February, outlining foreign aid distributions. While Bhutan remained the top recipient, the Maldives allocation stands at approximately 68.7 US million dollars, which translates to about 600 crore rupees, up from an initial allocation of about 400 crore rupees. Meanwhile, the allocation to Sri Lanka also increased to 300 crore rupees from 245 crore rupees. India remains a key development partner for Maldives and Sri Lanka, supporting major infrastructure and community development projects. Japan Space Agency said that it successfully launched a navigation satellite on its new flagship H3 rocket. The satellite was launched as the country seeks to have more precise location positioning system of its own. The H3 rocket carrying the Machibiki 6 satellites lifted off from the Tanegashima Space Center on a southwestern Japanese island. Officials said it is expected to reach its targeted geospatial orbit within 2 weeks. Japan currently has a quasi zenith satellite system or QZSS with 4 satellites for a regional navigation system that first went into operation in 2018. The Machibiki 6 will be the fifth of its network. This week's launch, delayed by a day due to the weather, was a fourth consecutive successful flight of the H3 system. The Environment Ministry announced that a framework of agreements on the establishment of the International Big Cat Alliance (IBCA) has officially come into force. The IBCA and its secretariat have become a full-fledged treaty-based intergovernmental international organization and legal entity as of January 23rd. 5 countries, Nicaragua, Eswatini, India, Somalia, and Liberia, have deposited their instrument of ratification under the framework agreement. As of now, 27 countries, including India, have consented to join the IBCA. Several international and national organizations working in the field of wildlife conservation have also partnered with the IBCA. It is reported that the IBCA was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on April 9, 2023, during the commemorative 50 years of Project Tiger event. Last year, the Union Cabinet approved the establishment of IBCA with its headquarters in India. It was launched with the aim of conserving 7 big cats: the tiger, lion, leopard, snow leopard, cheetah, jaguar, and puma. The 13th edition of joint military exercise Equivalent between the Indian Army and Maldives National Defense Forces has commenced in the archipelago nation. The military exercise commenced last week and is a bilateral annual exercise conducted alternatively in India and Maldives. In 2023, it was conducted at Chaubatia in Uttarakhand from June 11 to June 2024. Equivalent means friends in Dihivihi language. President Donald Trump signed an executive order withdrawing the US from the United Nations Human Rights Council UNHRC, prohibiting any future funding of the UN agency for Palestinian refugees. President Trump also directed that the US to review its participation in UN's Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO, the body that uses culture and history as a bridge building mechanism between two nations. The executive order said that the United States helped found the United Nations after World War II to prevent future global conflicts and promote international peace and security. However, it said that some of the UN agencies and bodies have drifted from this mission and instead of act contrary to the interest of the United States while attacking their allies and propagating anti Semitism. The executive order said UNRWA has consistently shown itself to be an anti Semitic and anti Israel. It says UNRWA facilities have repeatedly been used by Hamas and other terrorist groups to store weapons and building tunnels. Mr. Trump halted funds for UNRWA during his first term. President Joe Biden put a block on US funds on UNRWA in January 2024 over allegations that the staff for the agency participated in Hamas October 7, 2023 attacks against Israel. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and US Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth reviewed the India US defense cooperation spanning across multiple domains, including land, air, maritime, and space. During their phone conversation, Mr. Singh congratulated Mr. Hegseth for his appointment as US Secretary of Defense. Both the leaders appreciated the bilateral defense partnership and reaffirmed their commitment to deepening the ties. The two ministers have decided to work together on technology cooperation, integration of defense industrial supply chains, enhanced interoperability, logistics and information shared, and joint military exercises. They also agreed to provide enhanced support to the growing defense innovation collaboration between governments, startups, businesses, and academic institutions. India and US agreed to work together to draft a comprehensive framework on defense cooperation aimed at structuring the bilateral collaboration for the period 2025 to 2035. Prime Minister Modi will be on a 3-day visit to France starting Monday to attend the AI Action Summit and hold talks with the President of France, Emmanuel Macron. Mr. Modi will co chair the summit alongside the French President in Paris. Briefing the media in New Delhi this afternoon, Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri said Mr. Modi will reach Paris on Monday evening. Mr. Modi will attend a dinner hosted by the French President at the Elysee Palace in honor of visiting heads of government and heads of the state. The dinner is also likely to be attended by a large number of CEOs from the tech domain and number of other distinguished invitees to the summit. On the second leg of his two-nation tour, Prime Minister Modi will visit the US on 12th and 13th of this month. The Foreign Secretary said that this will be the first visit of Prime Minister US since the inauguration of the second presidential term of US President Donald Trump. Prime Minister Modi will also hold bilateral talks with the US President. The Foreign Secretary pointed out that the Prime Minister Modi will be among the first few world leaders to visit United States following the inauguration of US President Trump. He added that the fact that the Prime Minister has been invited to visit the US within barely 3 weeks of a new administration taking office shows the importance of the India US partnership. India has achieved a historic milestone by surpassing 100 gigawatt of installed solar power capacity, reinforcing its position as a global leader in the renewable energy. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy said in a statement that this achievement is a testament to the nation's commitment to a cleaner, greener future. It marks a significant step towards realizing that the ambitious target of 500 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel-based energy capacity by 2030 set by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He mentioned that the initiatives like solar panels, solar parks, and rooftop solar projects have brought about revolutionary changes. He added that India is not only becoming self reliant but also showing the world a new path in the field of green energy. India has also made significant strides in solar manufacturing. In 2014, the country had a limited solar module production capacity of just 2 gigawatt. Over the past decade, this has surged to 60 gigawatt in 2024, establishing India as a global leader in solar manufacturing. The ninth Asian Winter Games AWG 2025 has begun at Harbin, the capital city of northeast China's Heilongjiang province. Chinese President Xi Jinping declared the Games open in the presence of visiting dignitaries, including International Olympic Committee President Thomas Bach. The Games will continue till 14th of this month. A record 34 countries and regions are competing in the Games. The 88-member Indian contingent, which includes 59 athletes and 29 team officials, will participate in the Games. Several bills were introduced last week in Rajya Sabha. A private member bill, namely Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Amendment Bill 2024, was introduced in the Rajya Sabha for consideration and passing this week. NCP MP Dr. Fauzi Khan moved the bill, which seeks to amend the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012. Speaking on the bill, Dr. Khan said several pressing threats are being faced today, such as drug abuse, digital exploitation, and rising causes for juvenile offences. Trinamool Congress MP Mausam B. Noor introduced the Artificial Intelligence Protection Rights of Employee Bill 2023. The bill seeks to protect the rights of employee in relation to the use and implementation of the artificial intelligence in workplaces and regulate its uses. She also introduced the Deepfake Prevention and Criminalization Bill 2023. The bill seeks to prevent and criminalize the creation, dissemination, and use of deepfake content without consent or a digital watermark. MP Derek O'Brien introduced a bill to amend the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. Congress MP Fauzia Khan introduced a bill to amend the Coaching Institutions Accountability and Regulation Bill 2024. The bill seeks to provide for the establishment and over authority to regulate coaching institutes across the country for oversight and accountability of such institutes. The Bharatiya Janata Party has secured a decisive victory in Delhi Assembly polls after nearly 3 decades as it crossed the majority mark, defeating the incumbent Aam Aadmi Party. The result declared for the 70-member Delhi Assembly election showed BJP winning 48 seats and Aam Aadmi bagging 22 seats. The third contender, Congress, had been wiped out. In by-elections, BJP's Chandrabhanu Paswan has won the Milkipur Assembly constituency in Uttar Pradesh, and in by-elections in the Erode East Assembly constituency in Tamil Nadu, Chandrika Kumar VC of the Dravida Munnetta Kazhagam won the seats. Well, that's all, friends, for this week's updates. See you soon next Sunday on the same channel. Till then, take care. Bye bye.